Alright, guys, we are packing for our trip to San Diego, going back, and we are tight. The Jeep is definitely full of stuff, and we're still not done. We got a bunch of other stuff to take with us. As you can see, we're going to attempt to camp along the way. It's cheaper. Here is Daisy and Veda's spot. We are packed full. There's maybe some room for a couple of things shoved in corners, but besides that, yeah, we're trying not to use a U-Haul, and I think we've done a good job so far. So where are we headed?
California knows how to party. You did get the mic.
Yeah.
So this is Natural Bridges in Alabama. It's pretty close to the state line to Mississippi, and it is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just the beautiful green colors and everything like that. The water that you see. There's really not a better time to go and see this either. We were here in November. You know, this is going back in time a little bit and kind of covering some stuff that we didn't initially release, but we decided to now. But this is in November, and it is just beautiful with all the color that's coming in and everything like that. So highly recommend you check it out.
All right, well, we're headed to our camp spot. We were headed to our camp spot, and, well, what we thought was going to be our camp spot, and we didn't realize how it was going to be muddy, but we are officially stuck for the first time by ourselves. I shouldn't be laughing because it's not funny, but it is funny. But we have recovery gear and we have a winch, so we should be able to get ourselves out. But yeah, here we go. I mean, you got to use these things. All right, let me get off of it.
That screwdriver, I'm gonna need it.
What screwdriver?
In the passenger side, on the driver's side over there. There's a screwdriver underneath the seat or somewhere over there.
So yeah, here's the big mud hole. It doesn't look bad. We've been through worse, but it's the mushy floor.
Yeah, so we pulled up and it just, I wasn't even gonna pull into the mud. I was trying to look at it to see what I was gonna do. And I sank, not even in the mud hole. And it was just, I was like, oh crap. We just sunk. And then I put the lockers on and it didn't go anywhere.
All right, where do you want me? I think we're moving. I think we're going. And he's probably gonna sling mud up on me. If you could only see the back wheel, it is, I don't know, no traction yet. This is on, yeah. All right, we got out of the mud hole that we somehow got in. So now we're gonna have to turn around and go back through the mud hole because we have no clue where this road goes, and the last thing we need to do is keep going into this mysterious road. So we're gonna turn around and unfortunately go back through the smushy stuff, and we might have to winch back through, but either way we probably can go around it if we don't winch around it. So here we go.
I'm gonna do this.
All right, so he's gonna turn around and I'm gonna get out of the way because he's probably gonna get stuck again. We'll see. This goes. He's gonna try without the winch first. To make it through, he's gonna hug the side of the mud hole and gun it. All right. Well, so I guess he got out of it. What? He told me to stand back. I'm a professional. All right, now I got to get through the mud hole. All right, I don't know if you can see this, but we are muddied up, and we are out of that stupid, oh my gosh. Okay. My mountain bike. Yeah. All right, well, car wash tomorrow? Yeah.
We have just got to camp. It is about 6:30ish, right? Is that right?
1806.
All right, so 6:06. All right, and we have got our tent set up. This is where we're going to be sleeping tonight. We are tent camping. There is nothing wrong with tent camping, and so that's what we're doing tonight. Tonight was not without its problems though and adventures. So today we were actually planning on trying to make Little Rock. That didn't work out because we really just want to enjoy ourselves on the trip. So we stopped at Natural Bridge in Alabama, and we went and did a hike there, and we just kind of took our time, and we got into Mississippi, and it was getting dark because, as you know, time just rolled back and it gets dark at like 5 o'clock. So we were like, we need to find a place to camp. We got to get set up. So we go down this road. She finds us a place on I-Overlander.
Your wonderful wife found a free spot.
That's right. She found us a free spot, and we came up to this free spot and it was no bueno for the wife. She wanted to go look and see if we could find something else. So, hey, I'm the good husband that I am, you know. I decided we're going to go look. So we go down this trail, and we should have known something. It was not a good idea because the first thing we did, we almost dropped into a huge mud hole, and I backed out, and then I went around it. There was a little section that I could go through that wasn't real deep, and I went through that, and then we went on down the trail a little ways, and we saw another mud hole, but it was very, very light. I mean, just barely any water standing. So I was going to ride up to it and just take a look at it, get out of the Jeep, check it out. When we pulled up, I am not kidding you, I didn't even get close to the mud hole and the Jeep just sunk. I wasn't even on the gas. I was coming to a stop. The Jeep sunk as I stopped, and when I put it in, I said, oh my goodness. So I put it in drive, and all it did was sit there and spin. It never even attempted to move out of its spot. I put the lockers on, and it just went, and it sunk down. So, needless to say, we've spent the last probably 30 or 45 minutes winching out of that, and then I'd had to turn around and go back through it to get us out of there. So I did the give her hell, praise Dale method and got through it, and we didn't have to winch a second time, and we got back up here and we set up camp. So we're about to turn in for the night, and it's been a great day. We have had an absolute blast. This is so much fun coming across country with my wife. You know, I came across in the Jeep with my mom and dad and my brother and everything. That was a lot of fun too, but it's something different when you can share it with the one you love, your wife, you know, your partner in life, the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So it's a lot more fun. Not discounting the amount of fun I had with my parents and my brother. It was amazing. But this is really a trip to remember, and it's going to be something that we remember for a really long time. But we're going to turn in now. So, hey, this is the part where y'all got to go. See ya.
Kevin, what happened? What'd you do?
Got stuck. It's so.
Look at my mountain bike. Oh my gosh, the gears.
I know.
Here we are, we're crossing into Arkansas. We tried to take pictures at most all of the state crossings. We didn't get all of them, but here's our video of the crossing into Arkansas. Like I said, we were trying to make it in there the night before, didn't make it. This is the old mill, and the old mill was probably one of the prettiest, scenery-wise, one of the prettiest things we saw along the way. It was absolutely beautiful. It's just a garden out in the middle of this neighborhood. We just happened to find it. Whenever we're traveling like this, a lot of times we just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. We may have a plan in mind, but what we do is along the way, Ashley will kind of look for points of interest, and if we see something, we just kind of pull over and see it and go from there. And that's why we usually don't end up sticking to a plan very well either, because we like to really see things whenever we're going across the country. We've done it quite a few times, and we still see new stuff every single time. This place, though, is amazing. Y'all should really check it out. I can't give you the actual location of it because I can't remember, but it's in Arkansas, and you could probably look it up with a quick Google search. We ended up staying in Texas and this night, and we actually went to Paladura Canyon, which is always great. This is not our first time, and it won't be our last. It is absolutely gorgeous here.
Hey guys, this is Kevin. We just broke camp. Don't want to be too loud, so I hope y'all can hear this. Because we've got other campers sitting over next to us. But so last night was cold. It was freezing. It was actually below freezing. It was in the 20s last night. Our tent is really not made for that kind of weather. It's more of a fair weather tent, and we froze to death, and we slept very little. Last night, the night before last though, we slept in a hotel, so we were well rested for tonight of missing sleep. So we'll probably sleep in a hotel again tonight because of just try to get caught up on some sleep. But we are headed to Williams, Arizona right now. Or actually, we're headed to the Cracker Barrel first, but then to Williams, Arizona. And we're going to spend some time in Williams and then head up to the Grand Canyon South Rim and see some cool stuff up there. I haven't taken Ashley to the South Rim yet, so we want to go up there and let her see some of that. Maybe hike a little bit of the Bright Angel Trail and see what we can get into and everything. So that's the plan for today. We don't have a whole lot of miles to cover. Yesterday we covered way more than we probably should have. We didn't get into camp until 7:30, so we were making camp at 7:30 Mountain Time, which is actually 8:30 from the time that we were starting. So we had a really long day, but today's going to be a nice, easy day, short day. We're going to get some good food in our stomach first thing. And oh, by the way, we got awesome food yesterday with Denny's doing the All-American for us for free for Veterans Day. And then we ate at a place called, was that Crush? Crush Wine Bar and Grill or something like that. and it had the most amazing food. That was my favorite food of the whole trip. And then we ate at a little diner in New Mexico that had some really awesome Mexican food for dinner. So we've had a really good trip. We went to Paladura Canyon yesterday as well. Some pictures will probably be in the video of that, and not to mention they'll be posted on our Facebook page. So anyway, we're going to get started and get this ball rolling so we can have a nice, easy day today.
So me and Ashley didn't actually make it to the Grand Canyon, so I'm going to close out with some pictures that I did have of the Grand Canyon from before whenever I went. It's a beautiful place, and I definitely recommend y'all getting out there. It just so happens that we didn't manage to make it there this time, and we didn't get any pictures in Williams because we kind of kept that for ourselves and just turned the cameras off and did our own thing. But as you can see, it's really beautiful out here, and definitely recommend coming to see it. But until next time, this is Kevin with Gray Line Overland, and I hope to see you on the trail.